microbes as a biofertilizers. So in the agriculture, various biofertilizer or fertilizers are used by the farmers to increase the yield of crop, and for that purpose the farmers uses the various type of chemical fertilizers, and due to overuse of this chemical fertilizer there are a serious problem in the crop field to the farmers, in which the fertility of the soil decreases day by day, as well as water holding capacity of the soil is also decreases due to the use of the chemical fertilizer. Instead of using chemical fertilizer, if we have used the biofertilizers, which are the renewable nutritional source in the field, and so that the biofertilizer is necessary and essential to avoid or switch off the chemical farming. The biofertilizers are mostly the nitrogen fixing bacteria. Biofertilizers are the nitrogen fixing bacteria. The biofertilizers are the nitrogen fixing bacteria which enrich the nitrogen percentage into the soil, and they may be, these nitrogen fixing bacteria may be of two types. They may be the symbiotic or they may be the free living bacteria. Symbiotic means when such a microorganisms they are associated with the roots of the plant, such a microbes are called as symbiotic microbes, whereas some microorganisms or bacteria are free living in the nature and they are helpful for absorbing the nitrogen from the atmosphere and to supply this nitrogen to the field or crop field. As a result, there is an increase in the yield of cropland. म्हणजे केमिकल फर्टिलायझरचा वापर टाळण्यासाठी मोठ्या प्रमाणात या बायो फर्टिलायझरचा वापर हा शेतकरी हे करत आहेत, ज्याला आपण जैविक शेती असं आपण म्हणतो. मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये शेतीसुद्धा जैविक प्रकारची व्हायला लागलेली आहे. याचं कारण होणारं पोल्युशन जे आहे, या अन्नधान्य भाजीपाला याच्यापासून होणारं पोल्युशन टाळण्यासाठी या बायो फर्टिलायझरचा वापर शेतकरी मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये करायला लागलेले आहेत, ज्याचं मार्केट हे सुद्धा सेपरेट अशा प्रकारचं मार्केट व्हायला लागलेली आहे. याला व्हॅल्यू जी आहे, मार्केटिंगमध्ये मिळणारी व्हॅल्यू जी आहे किंवा पैसे जे आहेत, हे मोठ्या प्रमाणात केमिकल वापराच्या उत्पन्नापेक्षा जास्त मिळायला गेले आहेत. आणि म्हणून मग अशा प्रकारच्या बायो फर्टिलायझरचा वापर हा मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये शेतकरी सध्या करायला गेले. मग ते सिम्बायोटिक मायक्रो ऑर्गॅनिझम असतील किंवा फ्री लिव्हिंग मायक्रो ऑर्गॅनिझम असतील. याचं एक एक्झाम्पल आपल्याला इथं पाहिजे, ज्याला आपण बॅक्टेरियल बायो फर्टिलायझर्स असं म्हटलेलं आहे. बॅक्टेरियल बायो फर्टिलायझर्स. Bacterial biofertilizers. How these bacterial biofertilizer example is rhizobia or rhizobium. This rhizobium bacteria is symbiotic. symbiotic. That means it is associated in the roots of leguminous plant, or these rhizobia bacteria, they are produced in the nodules of leguminous roots. These rhizobia bacteria, they absorb nitrogen from the atmosphere in the form of nitrate, and it is converted into the ammonia form, and that ammonia is to be supplied to the leguminous plant. And instead of that, this rhizobium bacteria get protection and food material. Hence, such a type of association is called as mutualism type of association, in which both the living organism, they are benefited from each other. दोन्ही एकमेकापासून फायदा होतो. आणि अशा प्रकारच्या या रायझोबियम बॅक्टेरियाचे जे आहे, they are generally found in leguminous plant. Example, R. leguminosarum is a species specific to pea plant. पीच्या रूटमध्ये R. leguminosarum हा रायझोबियम बॅक्टेरिया राहतो. तर रायझोबियम फॅसिओली is to be found in the beans root. So these pure culture of this species are now produced in laboratories, and they are used to be biofertilizers. So how these rhizobium bacteria, they are in associated form. So all of you know the leguminous root system is like this one. So it contains the main root, lateral roots, and on these lateral roots there are dark brown spherical structures are produced on the roots, and these dark brown structures are called as nodules. So inside the nodule, the rhizobium bacteria is associated, and these rhizobium bacteria, they absorb the nitrogen from the atmosphere. Nitrogen from the atmosphere. It is supplied to this leguminous root, leguminous plant in the form of ammonia. If you have taken the section of this TS of root, then the figure of this TS of root is like this one. A root TS of root along with nodules. So this one is a nodule, and inside the nodule the rhizobia is produced. So rhizobia, these are the rhizobium which are to be associated to the TS of root and nodules. So the nitrogen is transferred to the leguminous root system like this one. So this one is a associated rhizobium bacteria to the leguminous root, which provides the nitrogen to the plant. Hence rhizobia act as a biofertilizer. क्वेश्चन तुम्हाला परीक्षेमध्ये, बोर्डाच्या परीक्षेमध्ये, CET मध्ये हा प्रश्न विचारला जाऊ शकतो. 1 मार्कासाठी, 2 मार्कासाठी. वाय रायझोबियम ॲक्ट्स ॲज ए biofertilizer. So there are another type of bacteria, nitrogen fixing bacteria, that are the free living bacteria. Free living bacteria, symbiotic bacteria and free living bacteria. The free living bacteria are are of two types, that is Azotobacter and Azospirillum. Azotobacter and Azospirillum. These are the two types of free living bacteria. They can also used as a biofertilizer. So in market, these biofertilizer packets are available in 1 to 5 kg bags. So it is one of the biofertilizer which is to be used in the field. There is another type of microorganism which is used as a biofertilizer, that is called as cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria. As a biofertilizers किंवा याला BGA, ब्ल्यू ग्रीन अल्गे, ॲक्ट ॲज ए बायोफर्टिलायझर. हा सुद्धा क्वेश्चन तुम्हाला परीक्षेमध्ये विचारला जाऊ शकतो. वाय सायनोबॅक्टेरिया ॲक्ट ॲज ए बायोफर्टिलायझर. किंवा नीट CETमध्ये सुद्धा याच्यावरती प्रश्न हे विचारले जाऊ शकतात. द सायनोबॅक्टेरिया और ब्ल्यू ग्रीन अल्गी, they are autotrophic microorganism. They are autotrophic in nature. That means they can prepare their own food material. They are autotrophic in nature and they are widely distributed in aquatic conditions. Aquatic condition मध्ये हे बीजी हे आपल्याला पाहायला मिळतात. तर काही टेरेस्ट्रियल एन्व्हायरमेंटमध्ये सुद्धा आपल्याला जिथं मॉइस्ट रिजन जास्त आहे त्या ठिकाणी अशा प्रकारच्या BGA या पाहायला मिळतात. The BGA or cyanobacteria are free living filamentous and used as a biofertilizer in paddy field of rice. राईसमध्ये राईसचं पीक आपल्याला माहीत आहे, जे कोकण एरियामध्ये MP मध्ये UPमध्ये मोठ्या प्रमाणात घेतलं जातं, ज्याच्यामध्ये हा राईस पेरला जात नाही तर लावला जातो. कुठं? पाण्यामध्ये लावला जातो. मग अशा प्रकारच्या या पाण्यामध्ये लावलेल्या पिकाला खत म्हणून या सायनोबॅक्टेरियाचा मोठ्या प्रमाणात वापर हा केला जातो. सो द ॲलोसिरा नॉस्टॉक, these are the blue green algae. They are used as a biofertilizer in paddy field. Why they are used as a biofertilizer in paddy field? Because these blue green algae, it is a filamentous असं म्हटलं आपण. These blue green algae, they are filamentous in nature, or they are the filamentous in nature like this one. So these blue green algae have one cell, thick walled cell. याला एक thick walled cell आहे आणि या thick walled cell ला म्हटलं जातं heterocyst. So it contains the heterocyst like this one. The filament of this BGA contains heterocyst, and these are the algal cells which is autotrophic असं म्हटले आपण, which contains the chlorophyll, phycocyanin, pigments, or these are the algal cells. BGA algal cells. So due to the presence of heterocyst in the structure of BGA, it absorbs, the function of this heterocyst is to absorb the nitrogen from the atmosphere and supplies to or stored in the heterocyst. Hence these heterocysts are aquatic, these BGA are aquatic in nature, Hence they are to be used as a biofertilizer in paddy field to increase the nitrogen percentage in the paddy field or to get free nitrogen to the rice crop. Hence BZA acts as a biofertilizer in paddy field. ऐसे एक एग्जाम्पल है, that is the Anabina. Anabina is one of the blue-green algae which is symbiotic in nature. That Anabina blue-green algae lives in the ear cavities of Azolla leaves. So the example, that is Azolla, acts as a biofertilizer. Why the Azolla acts as a biofertilizer? Because the Azolla is a floating, free floating pteridophyte or fern. So these Azolla leaves are small but which have a large ear cavity inside the leaves which contains the ear chambers inside the leaves. As a result, these Azolla leaves, they float on the water surface. They float on the water surface like this one. They carry out the many ear chambers like this one. And due to the presence of ear chambers in the leaves of Azolla, they float on water surface in the ear cavity. So this one is the ear cavity, ear chamber. Ear cavity in the leaves, they float on the water surface. Inside the ear chamber, many Anabina filaments, Anabina, blue-green algae is present inside the ear chamber, which Anabina algae grow inside the ear chamber, and these Anabina also have the heterocyst inside their structure. So they absorb the nitrogen from the ear and stored in the ear cavities of Azolla leaf. These Azolla leaf at maturity or when they dries, the nitrogen percentage, nitrogen stored in the ear chamber in the leaves of Azolla, they are mixed into the soil of paddy field. Hence the Azolla acts as a biofertilizer, or Anabina blue-green algae, they acts as a biofertilizer. So biofertilizer increases the fertility of the soil, it improves the water holding capacity of soil, and hence they are called as biofertilizer. One thing remains, that is a fungal biofertilizers. Another one member of these biomicrobes, that is fungal biofertilizers. Fungal biofertilizers, that means bacteria act as a biofertilizer. Like that, the fungus is also called act as a biofertilizer. Such a fungus is called as mycorrhizal mycorrhizae. Mycorrhizae किंवा mycorrhiza. It is called as mycorrhizae or mycorrhiza. So mycorrhiza is a fungus which is symbiotic in association with the root of higher plants. These are of two types, ectomycorrhiza and endomycorrhiza. These are of two types, ectomycorrhiza and endomycorrhiza. Ectomycorrhiza and endomycorrhiza, these are the two types of fungus which are to be used as a biofertilizer. In the first one, that is the ectomycorrhizae, have well developed mycelium which forms a mantle outside the root, and it increases the surface area of a root for anchor and to absorb the water and nutrient uptake into the plant. So these plants, they grow vigorous in the roots of that plant. So mycorrhiza, ectomycorrhiza म्हणजे हायर प्लॅन्टमध्ये, हायर प्लॅन्टच्या रूटमध्ये याच्या वरच्या बाजूनं हे अशा प्रकारची मायसिलियम तयार करतात. जिथं पाण्याची कमतरता आहे त्या ठिकाणच्या प्लॅन्टमध्ये वरच्या बाजूनं एक फंगसची कव्हरिंग अशी तयार केली जाते. याला मेंटल असं म्हटलेलं आहे, कव्हरिंग असं म्हटलेलं आहे. याला एक्टोमायकोरायझा असं याला म्हणायचे याला. आणि अशा प्रकारे मायसेलियम ही रूटच्या वरच्या बाजूनं ग्रो होते आणि ग्रो झाल्यानंतर या रूटचं ॲडिशनल काम करते. रूटचं काम तर आहे ॲब्झॉर्प्शन आणि अँकरिंग टू द प्लॅन्ट, परंतु या फंगसच्या कव्हरिंगमुळं हे फंगस याला ॲब्झॉर्प्शन ऑफ वॉटर करण्यासाठी आणखीन मदत करतं आणि वरच्या बाजूला प्लॅन्टच्या पाण्याचा अपटेक होण्यासाठी एक्टोमायकोरायझाचा उपयोग हा इथं केला जातो. त्यानंतर दुसरा प्रकार जो आहे ज्याला आपण एंडोमायकोरायझी असं आपण म्हणतो, विच ग्रो in between the cells, in between and within the cortical cells of root. These algae, these fungi, they produces fungal hyphae and penetrate into the cell to form the vesicles, to form the vesicle. आणि मग या वेसिकल मध्ये किंवा they produce the branches and they form the branched arbuscles called as vesicular arbuscular mycorrhizae or VAM. It produces VAM, vesicular arbuscular mycorrhizae. which is produced inside the cell. जर याचा आपण फिगर काढली तर फिगर तुमच्या लक्षात येईल की हा एंडोडर्मिस किंवा वरचा एपिडर्मिसचा रूटचा पार्ट आहे. याच्यामध्ये ज्या सेल्स आहेत या सेलच्या मध्ये आत हा फंगस एंटर होतो, फंगल हायफीमध्ये एंटर होतात and they produce the form the branched structures like this one. It is called as VAM, vesicular arbuscular mycorrhizae. So the association of VAM with crop plant helps in conversion of less productivity field into more productivity field. Now in our country, many biofertilizers are available in market to reduce the use of chemical. So I request all the students to use maximum use of biofertilizer. So thanking you. Hence we have completed this chapter.